All right, guys, welcome back. So today we're going to go over how to get your Zentangle project started. And basically, you're going to start on a blank piece of paper. Now, this piece of paper might be in your sketchbook, or it might be a blank piece of copy paper. Whatever it is, that's fine. You can choose to leave it in your sketchbook. You can choose to pull it out. I would suggest pulling it out. That way you can have like a separate piece to work on. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do to get our Zentangle project ready is we need to create sections, different areas on our paper, and we need at least 15 because it's a requirement that you have 15 different sections and 15 different patterns. So on this first example, I'm going to show you how to make more of a geometric, kind of straight lined division of your paper. And I'm going to do so using a ruler. You might have a ruler, you might not, but you can use other items as well. So if you have a book in your home, you can use your book, right? You can use the edge of that book to create a nice straight line. Do you have a folder? You could use your folder to create a straight line. Actually, this is kind of cool too, because you could even use this corner to create a cool edge right there. You know what? I think I'm going to do that, and that's how I'm going to start my project. So I'm actually just going to place this to where it kind of divides the paper in half, and I'm going to drag my pencil along the edge. And when you're doing this, guys, make sure you're not drawing hard. Be as light as you can possibly be with your pencil, because you're going to go over this in colored pencil, and you don't want to be able to see this pencil through the colored pencil. So you could even use the edge of a shoebox, a cookie sheet from your kitchen. You've got something that has a straight edge in your house. So I'm going to keep dividing these sections in half. So I'm going to divide that one. And I'm going to lightly trace that edge. I'm going to lift it up and look at it. Cool. I'm going to go from that corner and divide that again. Cool. I'm going to switch to my ruler. And then I'm just going to keep dividing these sections into more and more sections until I have at least 15. I will say, don't go over 25 sections. Don't create too many that you won't be able to see all the beautiful things that you add to these. So I'm just going to kind of try and make these kind of cool shapes and angle everything kind of crazy and different. Kind of using like different angles. I'm going to make this line go through all these sections. Oops. That's kind of neat. I'm going to make, let's see, I'll make another line go through both of these sections. That. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I only need one more section. So this one kind of looks big. So I'm going to actually divide that section up. Oop, and I think that one looks a little too big too. So I'm going to do a little division in that one as well. Maybe about right there. All right, I think I really like how this looks. So now I can use this to create all my different Zentangles inside of that. So remember to draw very lightly with your pencil. So this is one option on how to create an interesting division of your paper, but you can also use rounded divisions, right? So I'm going to show you an example of that as well. So What could you use for this? You could use one of these if you have this at home. Okay, so let's see. I could just use that rounded side. I can also use this rounded part in there. Ooh, that looks nice. I can even mix in some straight lines, right? So I'm gonna add one straight line in. And you probably have a couple different size plates at home. This is just a little styrofoam or a plastic plate I found. So I'm gonna use that, kind of place it in a different way, kind of real cool. And trace around that. And again, I'm trying to trace really lightly. I'm holding the object with one hand so it doesn't move while I trace it. You might even find some kind of weird shapes, right? So I found this. This is a wood I have to cut on, or paint on, but I liked the really interesting shape. So I don't know, you might look around your house or your stuff and look for something that has like weird shapes, right? Because then you can use those kind of more unique shapes to create really unique shaped areas on your paper. Whoa, that one looks weird. You could also use cups, right? That will give you smaller circles. Put this one right there. Lids, like if you have a Pringles can, right? You could use a Pringles lid. You could even use circles to trace if you're doing like a little design where you're doing dots inside one of your Zentangles. You could even use like a highlighter has an interesting shape on it. You could trace that. Or a marker, you could use that lid, like pull the lid off like this and use that to make your dots in your design. Then you're creating perfect circles and it makes your design look better, because that looks better than when you guys go like this, right? See how much better that one looks? So if you're including a design that has circles in it, make sure you use something to trace. Same with like scissors and stuff. Scissors have cool ovals in it that you can make designs out of. You might find something else weird shaped in your house that you can make cool sections out of. I'm gonna use this butterfly wing. Oops. Gotta hold my paper. Okay. You might even do a free-flowing line, right? Something more where you kind of make up your own section. And that's fine too. I might divide up some of these bigger sections with some straight lines. So let's see what that gives me so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That one counts. So as you can see, you can have more of an organic kind of like variety of shapes, dividing your composition. Or you can have it more straight lines. You could even use letters of your name. Or you could use shapes like hearts and stars and diamonds. You could even use long squiggly lines that are freehand drawn. And as long as you get 15 different shapes or divisions, then you're good, right? You could, of course, try a couple different ways until you find a pattern that you like, just divided by line. There's so many different ways you could do it. You could even, let's say your name starts with the letter A. You could even look online or kind of with your own imagination, draw a big letter of your name. Of course, you would use a ruler. And then you could divide this up all cool with your circles and your squiggly lines and your straight lines. Until you have 15 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I only need one more section. Wow, cool. There we go. So you can even hide other cool objects in there. A silhouette of a big cat. Or, you know, whatever you want. And then in this, say your name starts with an A and you love basketball, you can then start thinking about basketball themed patterns, right? A hoop pattern, a repeated basketball, basketball shorts, like little drawings of shorts or something, you know? So get creative, guys. As you can see, you can divide your paper up in the most simple fashion or advanced. All right, so I hope that this helps you. Keep those lines light. Text me if you have any problems. We're going over this again in the Zoom. Bye, guys.